Hi Aquarius, this is Petra at IndigoTarot.club, and today I'm going to do a Celtic Cross reading for you using the Housewives Tarot deck. And then for additional messages or verification, I'm going to use Miss Cleo's Tarot Power deck. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards specifically for love messages for you from the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. So I've already shuffled and cut the cards, and I'm ready to get started. I do want to remind you to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign videos to see which resonates with you the most. Hopefully you like the format and the variety. Okay, let's get started. So for you, Aquarius, I have the High Priestess. For the energy crossing you, I have the Two of Pentacles. For the basis of the situation, I have the Queen of Wands. For the immediate past, I have the Queen of Cups. For crowning thoughts, I have the Page of Pentacles. For what's coming in the immediate future, I have Justice. For how you see yourself, I have the Ten of Pentacles. For how others see you or your environment, I have the Eight of Wands. For what you really hope for, I have the King of Pentacles. For your outcome card, I have the Five of Wands. For additional outcome, I have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So Aquarius, for you, I have the High Priestess. It feels like there's somebody around you right now that you don't really trust, and it feels like you know that this person is a liar. They could be a pathological liar too for some of you. And I can see you doing some research online, because they tell you one thing, you don't believe it, and so you're going to search online to see if they're telling you the truth or not, and it feels like they're not telling you the truth. Okay. For the energy crossing you, I have the Two of Pentacles. This feels like it has to do with paying bills, making money, spending money. It doesn't feel like all of you that are dealing with this person who's a liar are going to be dealing with this juggling money thing. I'm just feeling this for some of you, where November is going to be a little difficult as far as paying bills or paying them on time because of the number of payments that you get in by certain dates. Maybe some of these dates are going to be thrown off by something. Okay. For the basis of the situation, I have the Queen of Wands. For some of you, this feels like your mom is upset with you because of some choice or choices that you've made in the recent past. For others of you, it feels like this is you, and it feels like a woman or someone has asked you to assist them. They need advice. For some of them, it's relationship advice. For others of them, they are asking for your assistance to help them with a garden party, doing the planning and purchasing of the food or whatever that's needed for this garden party. For immediate past, I have the Queen of Cups. This feels like a different female, but it does feel like a female. It feels like there's a female in your vicinity, could be in your neighborhood, that, again, I'm feeling this again, you don't trust this person, but this is somebody different. You don't trust this person, and in fact, when you go visit them for the first time, or if you visited them before already, when they make you a drink, you get kind of nervous, like maybe you feel like they're going to slip something in there to make you pass out or something. It feels like if you don't feel that safe around them, you shouldn't even be in their house. So maybe the next time this person wants you to visit them and they're in your neighborhood, you might want to have them go to your house instead, and have this person stay in the living room with you, like at the coffee table, instead of doing a tour of the house. For some of you, it feels like you just moved into this neighborhood. You just bought this house. Okay, so for your crowning thoughts, Aquarius, I have the Page of Pentacles. It feels like there's a younger male, could be an earth sign, which is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This person could be causing you some problems. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you're married or you're engaged. This person could be coming on to you very strongly, even though you've already told them that you're married or that you're engaged or that you have a boyfriend. I'm feeling kind of like a stalker type energy with this person. And for some of you, it's a female that's bothering you. But the majority, I feel like it's a male. And so this person's in your crowning thoughts in November. So it feels like you're going to try to put an end or a stop to this person in November. And it feels like you're going to be very successful in doing that. There's going to be something slightly threatening that you say. I see you going online to look for phrases to say to someone who's a stalker. You're going to go look this up online and you're going to get some pointers and you're going to write them down and you're going to semi-memorize them so that when this person comes along again, you're going to put them in their place. And so before the end of November, this person's going to stop bothering you. Okay? So, Aquarius, for what's coming in the immediate future, I have the Justice card. Partially, I'm feeling this as you putting that person in their place and saying something so curt and precise and efficient that you're just going to shut them up completely and they won't bother you again. For others of you, it feels like you're married and it feels like you're a female and you're getting after your spouse or your husband because they damaged something in the backyard, or you don't want them to accidentally ruin something in the backyard. So you're going to give them specific instructions in November. And it feels like this person doesn't let you finish what you need to say. It feels like they start looking around and starting to work and you're like, I'm not done talking to you. I really need to tell you this. This is really important to me because I don't want you to damage my, fill in the blank. But it feels like you're going to have to deal with this in November. In the immediate future, it's coming up, something having to do with your spouse and some personal property of yours in the backyard. For how you see yourself, I have the Ten of Pentacles, and it feels like some of you do a lot of work in your yard, in your front yard especially, to try to have it looking impeccably clean, okay? And you're going to get compliments from your neighbors. And in fact, I can see some of these neighbors, especially female ones, coming to visit with you and indirectly trying to find out what you're doing to earn money, because it feels like you don't have a traditional 9-to-5 job. What you're doing to earn money and what you're doing to be able to have the time to spend in the front yard doing all this yard work and having everything look beautiful and spick and span. And I'm also feeling that your living room and kitchen are so clean and so neat. And whoever these females are that are visiting you, or whoever this female is that's visiting with you, she's not going to say anything about that, but she's just going to make a mental note like, oh my God, my kitchen is a total mess almost 24/7. I don't know how this lady does it. Okay, so for the environment or how someone else sees you, I have the Eight of Wands. It feels like for those of you that have a mother-in-law or a brand new mother-in-law, it feels like this person thinks that you're the perfect catch for her son or her daughter. For the position of what you really want, I have the King of Pentacles. And for some of you, you want your spouse or your boyfriend, you want this person to read your mind and know what chores need to be done. So it feels like you're living together. You're living under the same roof. But that's not going to happen. So I see that it's better for you to make a list and have that list on the fridge with a magnet of what you would like for him or her to do that week. And it feels like you need to offer something that person likes. Offer it to them as a treat or a prize, so that when they get these things done during the week on your list of things that you'd like them to do, not that you want them to do or that they must do to make you happy, things you'd like them to do. Somehow you have to word it that way for this person. You're going to give them, like by Friday or Saturday, you're going to cook their favorite meal for them, for example. Or you're going to go get their special favorite dessert that they love from some restaurant. And you're going to bring it home for them. So I'm seeing this in November, but what I'm feeling is that it feels like I'm talking more to newlyweds right now. What I'm feeling the most with this is that it's going to be a new ritual, and it feels like you're going to keep doing it every week. And I'm seeing 30. So it's like it's going to go on for 30 years or more. So for some of you, this is going to be very important, but you're going to start it in November. And it's weird because the message that I'm getting is that the only reason you're going to start this ritual is because you're hearing it right now. Okay. So for the outcome card for you, Aquarius, I have the 5 of Wands. For some of you, you're going to start juicing, or you're going to start making smoothies, like with that bullet thing, that blender or whatever that is, pulverizer. You're going to start this because you want to feel healthier. You want to have more energy. You want to have more regularity. You don't want to have such a hard time because some of you have a sensitive stomach, and you want to know exactly what ingredients you're putting into your body. And so it feels like some of you used to buy smoothies at the store or at a juice bar or something, but you're going to buy some equipment for the house because you want to have control over what goes into the container and what amounts. Some of you are going to be some of you are going to try to cut down on sugar in November. And for those of you that cut down on sugar, I'm seeing that at least one of you is going to lose 13 pounds in November because you cut just sugar out. Others of you are going to cut down on flour. And overall, what I'm seeing with this card, because now I'm focusing on the waist of this person. A lot of you, especially cutting the sugar out, your waist is going to get much smaller just because you did that one thing. And you're going to keep this up. You're going to enjoy all the extra attention that you get in November. You're going to keep it up. You're going to keep up this cutting out sugar. And I'm feeling like I need to tell you not to look for low sugar or sugar-free items to replace the sugar. I'm hearing cut out the sugar. So if it feels like it's going to be too difficult for you to cut it out, you might want to taper down so that by the end of November, you're not taking any sugar at all. Okay, so for your additional outcome cards, Aquarius, I have the 4 of Pentacles and I have the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, I'm feeling like this is your child, and it feels more like it's a boy than a girl, and they're causing some problems for you because they're doing some things at school. They're getting in trouble. For some of you, your kid is biting other kids. Okay, so it could be a toddler, perhaps, because I know toddlers, some of them do that around that age. But for others of you, it's a child, and they're going to elementary school. They're doing something wrong or bad at school. You're getting called into the office. It feels like you're going to have to really put your foot down in November with this child. Maybe they're causing some property damage or graffiti or something at the school. Something like that. Or they're stealing office supplies or supplies from the teacher's desk when the teacher goes to use the restroom or something. That's what it feels like. So some of you are going to have problems with your child in November doing something at school that they shouldn't be doing. And with the Four of Pentacles, it feels like there's someone that comes to visit your house. It could be your cousin. But when your cousin's child comes to the house with your cousin, this child could have broken something in the past. And it feels like now, whenever you're going to invite that cousin over, you hide some things. You hide some dishes, or you hide some scissors or something. Loppers, garden loppers or something. You hide it before they get there because you don't want that child touching that thing again, or damaging it, or cutting themselves with it, or whatever. So it feels like this kid, again, it feels like a male instead of a little girl. It feels like a little boy being very mischievous and trying to get into things. That's just the way they are. They can't help it. Okay, they're very active and very curious. And if you and the cousin aren't keeping them in the conversation with you, or in the same room with you, sitting between you, that kid is just going to go looking around. For some of you, I see this kid going outside and playing with your puppy or your kitten or something, and accidentally hurting the animal to the point where you or your cousin hear it yelping or something. Okay? All right, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for love messages for you, Aquarius, from my Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. So let me do that now. So I have the Three of Swords, the King of Rods, and the Knight of Pentacles. And the strongest feeling I'm getting with this is that you are a male around 35 or 40 years of age. A female that you were dating for a long time. You just found out that this female is seeing other males. And for some of you, this female is seeing one other male, and it's a male that is about 20 years younger than you. And it's bothering you so much in November that it feels like you're never going to speak to this female again. You're going to break up with this person. You're going to be brokenhearted for a while, like a couple months or 3 months. And you're going to be afraid in the future to go out with anyone who you feel is playing the field. But what I'm feeling is that a lot of women and men are doing that. A lot of them are doing that, but they're not necessarily telling whoever they're dating, oh, by the way, I'm seeing other people. They're not doing that. And they don't even want to be asked that by you or whoever they're seeing. They don't want, they feel like it's nobody's business but their own. And they feel like the only reason that they would want to tell somebody that is because they've decided to make a commitment to a person, and that person has committed to them. That's the only reason they feel why or when they will say to you or to anyone, oh, I cannot date you because I'm seeing somebody on a regular serious basis, or I'm in a serious relationship or something like that. But right now what I'm feeling with these cards is you're a male and you've had to leave this female because you just found out she's seeing somebody else, and you thought all this time, less than a year, all this time, she was just seeing you. So you're very devastated over this. And then for some of you, this male is so much younger than you, you're really taking it hard because you feel like this person just wanted you for your money, or just wanted to use you because that's just the way the person is. But you're shocked that this woman was seeing this much younger male also. And it's kind of grossing you out for some of you also. For some of you, you're going to find out that this younger male lives right down the street from this woman, your ex. Okay, let me pull 4 cards from my tarot power deck. See what messages I get for you. Okay, Aquarius, I have the King of Coins, the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Staffs, and the 7 of Coins. For some of you, it feels like this has to do with work. You've been given a higher position at work, and within the next few months, by the end of the 3rd month, you're going to say to yourself, my gosh, I have to do a lot more work in this position, and it's not worth the amount of money that they increased my pay. It's not worth it. And so it feels like you're going to be miserable for a while doing this extra work for this not much more money, and you're going to start looking for a different job. For some of you, you're going to want to go back to your regular job because all this extra responsibility, you're going to actually tell the boss or the manager, it's not worth this extra money that you're offering me, that you're paying me. It's not worth it. There's too much stress here. And now some of my coworkers are treating me differently, which is causing even more stress and anxiety. Okay. And then with the King of Coins, it feels like it's connected to the 8 of Swords. This feels again like the older male. If you're an older male and you broke up with this female because she was dating someone else, and you thought all this time that she was just dating you. This person, this female, is going to, after some period of time, and for some of you, the younger male is going to dump her in the future. She's going to try to come back to you, and it's up to you if you want to take her back or not. But it feels like the majority of you are not going to, because you are very hurt and devastated. Then for others of you, it feels like you're going to be seeing someone else by the time this girl comes back. You're going to be dating someone else, and you don't want to ruin what you have with this new person. So you're going to ask this girl, this lady, this woman that you broke up with, you're going to ask her not to talk to you anymore, not to try to communicate with you anymore, text you or call you, because you're busy. Okay, Aquarius, for overall advice, I'm going to pull a card from the Ascended Masters Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So the card I've pulled for you is Clear and Shield Your Energy. So let me read that to you. As a sensitive person, you've absorbed some harsh and toxic energy from other people. This card asks you to stop and call on El Moria and Archangel Michael to clear yourself. They can also clear and elevate the energies in other people, your home, or your office. After clearing yourself, ask them to shield you from further intrusions. This process, called shielding, needs to be conducted once or twice a day. You can also wear a crystal pendant to act as a buffer in harsh energy situations. Additional meanings for this card. Ask Archangel Michael to cut cords of fearful attachments between you and other people or possessions. Stay clear of harsh or toxic substances, environments, and relationships. Honor your sensitivity. Keep your thoughts as positive as possible to keep your energy clear and clean. Eliminate clutter or use feng shui to clear the energy in your home or office. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this reading helped you. I look forward to seeing you in December. I would like to remind you to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign videos for more messages and to see which resonates with you the most. And if you would like to enter for a chance to win a free reading with me, all you have to do is go to my website and click on the Enter Here tab. I really appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you very much. This is Petra at IndigoTarot.club.